everybody. Well, I got a little sidetracked and got into this deal here a bit faster than I thought it would. But I narrowed the 404 back up. Reason being is I had another one of these chisel plows, like what's on the 140 right here. There's the one on the 140. This one was actually on a toolbar for a Super A, which was a mounted toolbar, and I had 2 extra shanks for it, so I had 7 shanks. So those offset tractors will not pull 7 shanks. I've tried it, will not do it. So I flipped a couple of teeth to tie the shovels around. I put seven shanks on this chisel plow, on this toolbar. So it is narrower, they're set up closer together than that one over there, but it's about just a touch over 6 feet is what it is. That's why I narrowed the 404 back up. I'm gonna go over there in that wheat field, them hard spots that I was having trouble with yesterday when I was disking, and see if I can't get them, get some of that broke up a little bit. I'm gonna see how it does with 7 shanks. So if it does all right, I'm gonna clean this toolbar up and I'll paint it and I'll leave this thing alone. See if I can't find some gauge wheels. I know a fella that's got a set, but I don't know if they're gonna work. I think I got a set of brackets right here. Yeah, I got an extra set of brackets right here that I can clamp them onto that toolbar and run a set of gauge wheels. So I'm gonna see about the gauge wheels on it and get it. I'm gonna see how it pulls it first. If it pulls it okay, then I'll go ahead and get the gauge wheels, and I'll probably clean it all up and paint it and have a 3-point 7 shank chisel plow. So I'll bring y'all back over when we get in the field. Like I said, I'm gonna run over just a little bit and see, just play with it a little bit and see what it does. So I'll bring y'all back in a few. All right, everybody, we done made a couple passes down through here. Yeah, 7 shanks is all it wants. It don't want no more. But I got a little problem with the carburetor. I had to tweak it a little bit, so it's pulling all right now. So there you go. Close to that light pole, it gets a lot heavier, so you'll hear it bog down pretty good right there. I'll probably have to lift up on it a little bit, so it's starting to bog right here. You hear it. There's a little bit more clay in this ground right here. could hear it bog a little bit in this end of the field. Up just the high part, right there where that telephone pole is, the high point in this field. So you can see a little bit of orange down in there. It's kind of more of a yellow clay, kind of like what's at Joey's plow day. So, yep. It does all right with it. You just have to feather it a little bit and play with it. So we'll get some video and we'll bring you back. All right, this is the hard pull right here. Depth, it'll handle it pretty good. Every once in a while I have to bump it up, but not too bad. cut it a little bit deeper than what the disc hire did. I'm not trying to bury this thing to the hub. So we'll get a little bit more footage here. Y'all hang tight. I plowed about half of this. That's about 84, 85 degrees. And that thing's wanting to run a little bit rough funny. You hear it? It's kind of popping a little bit. It's missing. That carburetor, I didn't really ever do anything with that carburetor when we bought that tractor. It was running fine and just needed a clutch. That carburetor needs a little bit of attention. So I got it about half choked, about a third of the way through with what I've done. All so far, it started wanting to act funny. So I adjusted a little bit. I can run it with a choke and it runs fine, but I'm gonna call it for the day. Like I said, this ground down here is a little bit heavy. It didn't plow very deep with that big harrow. So I'm gonna just run the chisel plow through it, and then I may run over it one more time with that big disc harrow, just light, knock the rest of that weed under, and then I think I'm gonna plant corn next weekend if weather permitting, and that means I stretch the axles back out on this tractor here, and we'll go from there. So, but we'll bring you back in a few. I had a phone call come in. I had to catch that, but the old tractor does good with 7 shanks. I wish I had a set of gauge wheels. I let a set get past me the other day, and I'm about sick about that, but it'll be all right. So, but yeah, we're gonna rock and roll back on toward the house and do some carburetor work, I reckon. So maybe I'll do a video on that. So y'all hang tight, and we'll catch y'all later.